Greetings, it's me, Crawshrimp. It's another Crawshrimp Q&A. Let's answer some questions now. I think mostly, various people, but most importantly, Cody Martinson. He posted videos, and I wanted to post videos too, so I did. No. Out of the mass-produced puzzles, last time I checked, it's called the Iron Star, although that might have changed because I don't really pay attention to puzzles that much anymore. And out of 3D printed puzzles, I have no idea, there are just so many of them. It's really hard to say. Out of the ones that I have solved, I'll put one on the screen. It's called a helicopter dodecahedron. Definitely not the biggest one I have, but it was pretty hard. Purple. I've been drawing for 7 months, I believe. I use an iPad, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. Your question should be, how many yams do you have? Good question. I have 638 yams. Every time I do one of these Q&A things, someone mentions seafood, and I don't really understand why. Us Crawshrimps are not seafood. We're not food. We're living, sentient beings. You can't eat us. Anyway, I don't really like seafood. I guess seaweed counts as seafood, and I like seaweed, but aside from that, it's not really a thing that I like to eat. I think your art's pretty cool. I'm not sure how many subscribers you have, but you probably need more. And for your birthday, you should go buy a yam. That's what you should do. Probably. I quite like drums. I don't have any drums, and even if I did, I would not be able to play them. But I like the way they look, I like the way they sound. They're just cool in general. I don't know. I sadly do not have a Wii U either. But I do have a Wii, and I took a bite out of that once. Not much, just a little spot in the corner. And it honestly wasn't that good. I didn't get to the insides. The insides might be better, but at least the shell is unpleasant. So, assuming a Wii U has a thinner shell, then it might be good. But again, I haven't tried it, I'm just guessing. And I don't have that much money. I don't really feel like taking my chances on getting a Wii U. So, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. Soup, of course. And probably not. And if I did, I would definitely not post it. No, I am Billy. Well, formally, I would be referred to as Bill. That is technically my real name. Billy is not my actual name. Bill, it's just a nickname, really. So technically, if you were to use a nickname, then I would be Billy E. Crawshrimp. And Billu, I don't know what that is. It has nothing to do with me. So, that's not a thing. I quite enjoy butter, so yes, butter. Well, to be honest, I've only been drawing for 7 months. That's not a long time. And when I think back to when I just started, and I looked at my art, I actually thought it was good, which I know is beyond terrible. It is objectively terrible. So I just have kind of learned now that I can't actually look at my art for what it is. I'm looking at it through the lens of someone who made it, so I see it a little skewed. So I don't know if it's good or not. I can't tell. So I'm just going to assume it's terrible, because I know that in a few months I'm going to look at it and I'm going to see a terrible drawing. And not saying I can't see the mistakes and things. I definitely can see plenty of mistakes, and a lot of them. And some of them, which I don't see any mistakes, I know that someday I'll look back on it and see a terrible drawing, so there's no point in pretending like it's actually any good. Purple, of course, and favorite texture is the texture of a record, like the vinyl record. But here's the thing, you can't touch a vinyl record because you're gonna mess it up and you're gonna have to clean it, and it's gonna sound all funny if you don't clean it. So I've never actually touched them, but I'm pretty sure it'd feel pretty nice, so yeah, that's my favorite texture. The cereal, of course, because if you put the milk in first and then you put the cereal in, then the milk would splash everywhere. As you're dumping the cereal in, the milk would just go everywhere. That'd be very messy and quite unpleasant. So logically, you should put the milk in after. That way it's not splashing everywhere. That would have to be the clown loach. I really quite like clown loaches. Basically I just had an image that popped in my mind of what the first one should look like. So I drew that, and people seemed to like it, so I drew more of them. And yeah, that's about it. Once again, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Like, I know absolutely nothing about art. No. No, I do not, and I only watch things if they're Star Wars related, to be honest. And, I just looked up things when I had a problem, and to be honest, that didn't really help that much, but sometimes it did, and I just kind of figured things out. I find cheese sticks to be the highest quality of all the edible objects. I have heard of it, but I do not know of any of the characters, so I can't really say that. And no, I don't watch that. I don't know what you mean. The song is not cursed one bit. It is actually the national anthem of Yamland. It's actually really quite beautiful. Once again, another comment about seafood, and no, I don't care. Seafood can be sold, it bothers me none. Well, I quite enjoy the genre of progressive rock and really any progressive rock subgenres, progressive metal, neo-progressive rock, all that stuff. And the bands there have a tendency to make longer songs, and that's mostly because when you listen to one of those albums from those bands, you're supposed to listen to the album. You don't listen to a song. I mean, you can, but you're expected to listen to the album as a whole. So if you play a song, you're just going to have another song come on. So if a song's really long, it doesn't really matter. And sometimes I do listen to those long songs on their own, and that's because I like them. And I'm just going to turn on another song. If it's a really good song, then it doesn't hurt to have it going on and on for 30 minutes or so. Probably went to get milk for your goldfish, actually, and they probably just didn't have milk, and he's still there waiting for them to get milk in stock. That's my opinion. And yams are the best, then corn, then potatoes. So corn, better than potatoes, yams, better than corn. Well, for Chromebot, I went to people's live streams, I commented on a lot of people's videos, and also I posted like videos every day for like a few months, and those got a lot of views, but those probably didn't help my subscribers, so I think it was mostly just interacting with people who made similar content. For this, I don't really go to many live streams, honestly, on this channel, so, or comment on many people's videos that much, so I'm not sure how I got so many. I mean, my videos don't even get that many views. I mean, they get a good amount of views for the subscribers I have, but they don't get recommended a lot like they do on Chromebot, so I don't know. And no, I don't really watch things much unless it's Star Wars, so I might like it, but I don't know. Favorite type of movies? Star Wars movies. I also like, well, I guess I could watch other stuff, but, like, Marvel's cool. I don't really have a preference, though. And I was planning on doing it for 500 subscribers, and according to my analytics, it's going to be 3 more months until I get there, so that sounds about right. Could be more, could be less. And also I was planning on doing, like, a thing where you design your own weapon, like a sword, axe, whatever. Whoever designs my favorite one, or the best drawn one, I don't know, wins. And so, I don't know if that fits the criteria of what you said. And Cube Collection video is over there by the thing in the corner. Jimmy Neutron. Basically, I just really messed up the song The Quiet House by Spock's Beard. Really good song, and I made a quite mess of it, but I don't know. It sounds kind of funny, I guess. I have no idea what that is. I hate my art because it's really bad, and I'm your friend because you're a cool person. And well, I'm not gonna say my favorite. I don't really have a favorite, but I'll put some really good musical artists on the screen right now. I do not know how to do what you're saying, but the only tips I have is do not use lines and do not use airbrushes. And I'll leave a link in the description to a video that might be helpful, but I couldn't explain all of that right now, and I'm not really sure I know any of that either. I play Mario Maker too. No, I don't watch that. I say my art sucks because it does suck, and I was born as a Crawshrimp. Alright, that is all of them. I have done 50 recording sections, and that is making iMovie lag considerably. So it's probably good that I'm done with all of them. So yeah, anyway, bye.